Yes, yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. So the second test is see if you don't provide the authorization, or you can pass here in the headers, or you can pass directly here also. Both ways you can supply the token, but the postman requires the token. Okay, so if token is not there, you will get a 401 unauthorized. Yes, that's what we have seen. If you see here also, it is going to tell the same thing. Okay, this is the one. This documentation also will tell collections, right? Go to collections. So the collection endpoint enable you to manage your collections. This folder is used authorization. So helper from collection postman API. So if you go to these get all collections, see it is going to tell you get all your collections. So you have to give authorization. The request is using an authorization helper from collection. So you have to create this authorization. How can you create? So just go here. So here they might have provided. Otherwise, you can go to our blog and you can find it here. Yeah, you can see this, right? Just take this and open in the new tab. Sign in with your username password. See here, this is the very old keys, API keys. I can delete them. So I'll create a fresh, API key I will generate. Okay, so this is the, so go here and get this URL to generate the API. So you have to log in for this also. Okay, if you are not logged in, it won't accept. So whatever the username password you use to sign up for the postman, same you need to use to open this page and click on here create API key. So you can just give API token. So I can give September 20, 2025. So generate cookie. Now copy to clipboard. Maybe make sure you add this so or somewhere you store it. See very clearly, make sure you copy this API key now. This is the only time you will see it unencrypted. So copy this. So now just go here and here. See now we don't have any query parameters. So I'm going to give directly here. So X API key. Here is the one. You take this and provide this. That's the key. And now, so you are expecting 200 status code. So save it and hit the endpoint. See, now you got so many endpoints, right? So many, collection names. These are all different collection names. Okay. So again, this JSON object has a collection array. So in the array, you have first object, second object, like that. You have many. So you can use all these, So okay. So this is how you can validate. Even if you want to validate, you can validate. So this should be JSON object. This entire thing is a JSON object, JSON data, Postman JSON data. Under that you have a collection array. So in the collections array, you can take first collections data if you want. So you generally need ID or UID. For the next, for example, I want to get a single collection. So you need to pass this. Maybe you can set this value in the environment variables. So you can set the value in the environment variables. I want second object. So this collection ID, name, UID, I want it. So these I will store in the environment variables. So how can you store in the environment variables? So here is the snippet. Just go to snippet. You can set up in the environment variables. JSON response data you can store in the environment variables, and later you can use that data to next endpoint. So wherever you want in the collections, that data, uh, collection ID, collection UID, collection name, if you want, you can use it. So let's click on snippets, and you can see there is an option, set environment variables. See variables, get variables, set an environment variable. So you can just click on this set environment variables. You can set it. So variable name and variable key you have to use. But before that, where you can set this, you should have a JSON check, right? So inside that you can use that. So you have to get this, and here you can set that. What is the first one? Collection ID. So how will you get this collection ID? Which collection ID you want? So if you are struggling with the JSON path, take this entire thing and go to the Google. Okay, so go to Google. So just search for JSON path validator or JSON path finder. So go to open this JSON path finder. You paste it here, right? You paste it here. So then beautify, on the right hand side you can see that. So which one you want? I want this one. See, you got already collection. So this X is your JSON data. X is this one, JSON data. Okay. So that's how you have to give, copy this entire path. This is the path you are referring. Collections array, first JSON data dot collections array. Array you are representing in square bracket. Second object. That's why I'm putting second object. So JSON data dot collections dot this one. So This is how you can get the path of second collection ID. So it will go and store in the that same way. You can store collection name also if you want. Collection name. So you have to give here second object name, then collection UID. So here UID and UID. So with these names, the value will go and store in the environment variables. So the environment I'm using here dev. So all these values will go and store there. So that is the environment means. How to set environment variables. So once I set it, I can reuse it. You can see, let me get a single collection. Get single collection. So for getting a single collection, the endpoint is different. You can see, get a collection. So you have to give collection ID. See that? You have to give collection ID you have to provide. So without that, it's not possible. Okay, you have to provide the collection ID. We already stored in the environment variable. So I'll give um, so if you want to call environment variable parameter name, so you have to put a double curly bracket, collection underscore we have to get automatically. So collection ID. Okay, so if you execute this, you will get those values, right? Now these values will be available there. That's why, see, now the value has come now. So this is the value. Okay. So and then say API key. If you duplicate all the values, you will get, and it will save your time. So now we execute this. See, this the description and the status code 200. And see, now this is not an array, right? This is a JSON object. Object inside collection object, info object inside name. So this name and the way name you stored in the environment variables are same or not, you have to validate. And the ID also. So this ID and that ID same or not, you have to check. So these are the main things. And remaining things not required. Okay. And if you want UID also, you can get UID and get it. So these validations we need to do. Let's go here and do the validations. So single collection body validations. So first you have to get the where JSON data. These are the variables how you can declare in the in JavaScript. So these all Postman scripts are JavaScript related. These are the functions. So the function inside you are writing the logic. So pm dot expect. So I'm expecting some data, right? This data and the collection ID is same or not, I want to check. So JSON data dot. So now see here, this is the JSON data dot collection. If you have doubt, take help from JSON path where no, there you will then info dot hyphen postman ID underscore ID, which is equals equals. So you get the environment variable value. How can you get the environment variable value? PM dot. So get environment variable value. So you have an option here. If you go here, you can get that. Get environment variable values. See, you will get here PM dot environment dot the variable name. So what is the key you want? Collection ID, right? Collection ID. So this is how you can validate. So this ID and that ID same or not, you can check that. Next one. Name also I want to validate. So this one is name. And here you just give collection name. So here UID, right? Just UID and collection UID. If any failures are there and this value is mismatch is there, and it is going to fail. So let's execute that. See, both the test cases are passed. Okay, so this is how we will add the test cases for validations, status code validation, even message. This message also you can verify here. PM dot response dot to be, see all the messages be okay. Even for the previous one you can add for this 401 unauthorized, you can add PM dot response dot to be uh, unauthorized, like this. So your status code and message also, status message, both you are validating. So that's two endpoints. Three endpoints are done. Next one. So post method now. Create a collection. So let's create a collection. So this is the create a collection. So for create a collection, you have to use the method post method. So and this is the endpoint URL. So base URL collection. Workspace is not required to give. That's an optional. See, here is the body. They have provided the body also here. Request body. So raw JSON. So this is the request body. You can just copy paste. Okay. Just copy this and paste it there. Let's go first construct, right? So construct that, duplicate it so that it will be easy, and rename. You don't need to write all these things. That's why you need to duplicate it. Create a collection. I'll just change it to create collection. Create collection. So the method you have to select post method, and this won't be there. Collection ID won't be there for the post method. Just collections. That's it. So you are giving a headers XAPI key. See, every time you are passing the key token. This the token is mandatory. And then scripts we need to change. So we'll see, first we have to go to request body to provide the request body that they are already given here. So the sample. Take this and post it here. If you want, you can change it. So user API, you can give a name, different name. September 2025. Or you can append, I think. See random. Random number, phone number is there. You can use all this. These are all provided by Postman. Random alphanumeric. You can take random alphanumeric. So extra if you want to add, okay? Extra if you want to add. Every time it will generate a dynamic one. That's a main intention here. So this is the test in dev environment. So you can change whatever the data you want, okay? So this data it has to create. So create, right? So create means it's a create. So collections status code. So you can see the status code. What is the status code they are expecting here? See what is the status code? 200 OK. 200 OK you are expecting. So let's go and 200 OK. And so you can store again created collection name, ID, these things. You can update the same thing in the put collection. So created collection. So if you want, you can set them. pm.environment.set. So there is no validations because first you have to do the store. You have to store it. Even you can get from the request body also. Request body, whatever there in the request body here, whatever is there here, this name you can get it. So what name will be there? Other ID, UID won't be there because it will create, right? New ID it will create. So that's why. So first we'll set after create this script will execute, right? So I'm going to set them. So instead of get, use setter method. But set you have to give key and value, right? So this is the key. and value we have to provide. So JSON data dot collection ID. So ID, just ID. So JSON data dot UID. Oh, collection name, right? The name. So this one is JSON data dot UID. So the values will go and store there. If you want to separate previous one, I'll just put created collection name. So that will be easy. Just prefix that. So that it will be easy for us to remember them. Otherwise, previous also we stored in the environment variables. That is from get collection. These are from post. So execute it. See? Oh, we got some error. Invalid JSON. The request body is not a valid JSON object. So that's why you got a 400 bad request. So let's see. Yeah. So this is the error. Random alphanumeric character computed at request execution. So this is not accepting. Remove that. Okay. See, when you are getting a 400 bad request, clearly saying, I'll replicate this scenario. One more test case will write. This is the positive test case. 200 okay, we should get. So that's why test case is failed. You can see that, right? So see, successfully created, and you got okay name, and those are JSON object, then collection dot ID. So we have to change the environment variable setting process. So JSON data after collection, one more name is there. So collection JSON object is there, then ID. So here also collection dot name. This one I am talking. Collection dot UID. So collection dot UID. Okay. So this is how you can set it. These names will go and set there. Execute one more time. Every time you will get a new dynamic ID. So that's why you have to store in the environment variables. So, and you can reuse these values in the next test cases. So this path you need to understand. So the JSON path, there will be a nested structures also. So you have to be very careful. Next, put method. So you can delete this. We are not going to use anymore because we are doing our own. So let's clean up all this. Now I want to create 400 bad request one. Similar, this one is 200. I'll just change it 200, and this one is 400. 400 bad request. Okay, so 400 bad request. If you want to get, what we need to do in the request body, just give invalid. Okay, so that's something invalid. So this is not valid. That's why you're getting a 400 bad request here. Create collection status code for invalid. input. So what is the status code? 400. So you just give 400 bad request, and you just give here, it can be bad request. And if you want to verify error messages also, you can verify the error messages. So how to verify the error messages? So pm dot expect, so that will be expect method. Under that, so JSON data dot, so you can see what is the JSON data. Execute first, right? See, invalid JSON, the request body is not a valid JSON object. So is this the correct one? So let's execute it. Yeah. So JSON data dot error dot name. So that's how we can validate. JSON data dot error dot name is equals to equals. So you can give this value, invalid JSON. So the key and value you are providing, what you are this is your expectation. This is coming from the JSON body. Same thing you do for the message, and you can give this one. See, now everything validated, status code validated, message validated, and so the response body also validated. So this is how we will do testing. Um, 200 status code negative test cases. These are right, and these are all negative test cases. Next one, so you have to change the update collection. Update collection. So that is also 200 status code. Put, you have to use put method for the update, but for update the endpoint is going to be different. You have to give collection ID. So otherwise, which collection you are updating? So maybe I'll update created collection. So created collection only I will update it. Okay, so created collection I'm updating it. So go here and change. So the body, request body, you need to update. So I'm just giving update you collections API. So that's the name. So this is a test in this is update endpoint test. So basically I'm giving a different so values. You can change whatever you want here everywhere. So I can say put, right? So